Hey, what's up guys, Ben here, welcome to another video on my channel, FilmFanatic, and today is going to be my first ever rant video. I'm going to talk about something that has really annoyed me recently. So me and my girlfriend Alice recently went to see the film Lights Out, the new horror movie, and we were quite excited for it. It looked pretty decent. The movie itself was a bit meh, but I can't really be bothered reviewing it because this is more important. Wow, that is so going in the video. So while in the cinema we were greeted with a bunch of lovely girls who sat right next to us and just would not shut up. And this started at the trailers. Now obviously you can talk through the trailers, it's not the film, I'm not grudging that. But it was as soon as the trailers finish and the opening credits begin, that's when you should, start calming down. That's when you should be quiet and sit and enjoy the movie. That's why you're there. But for some reason these girls just wouldn't. They just kept talking and talking throughout the whole movie. And I'm not just talking about whispering, I'm talking... They were just having full-on conversations at a normal speaking voice. Now whenever it got to a quiet bit in the movie, the exposition moments, the moments where you learn something about the story, they found this as time to stop and talk even louder and laugh about stuff that didn't really need to be laughed at during the film. They were laughing at points that didn't require laughter, they were just laughing for the sake of it. They were laughing at little jokes they said to each other, and it totally ruined the atmosphere of the movie. For example, the part at the beginning of the movie, the part you see in the trailer with the women flicking the lights on and off and the girl appears and disappears and appears and disappears, etc, etc. At this point, when that was coming up, one of the girls went, "Oh, that's that bit with the girl when the light flicks." Now granted, that's quite a vague point, but you're telling people who haven't seen the trailer what is coming up. You're telling people who don't expect it there's a scary bit coming up, and that totally ruins it for everybody. Even if you expect a scary moment to come, it still ruins the atmosphere of the film if someone next to you is telling you what's about to happen. And this continued on and on throughout the movie, whether there was an intense moment of music to build up to a scare, the girl next to me would say, oh no, not this, oh no, I hate this, oh blah 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 blah. Just be quiet, enjoy the movie. I mean, if you're there with your friends to have a good time, that's fair, you're allowed to have a good time. But if you come to the cinema to watch a film, then watch the film. You don't need to sit and talk to them the whole way through. Now I get when your friend's there, you're obviously tempted to talk and laugh, and I totally understand that. But if you have paid, I don't know how much they paid, £8-9 to go and watch a film, why ruin it by talking? At your own home, watching a movie, you haven't paid for it, you're sitting with your friends, by all means go crazy. But if you're in a cinema where other people have paid money to watch this film and you're totally ruining it for them, you're quite ignorant, if I'm honest. That brings me on to a much broader point. Now this video isn't aimed at these girls, well it kind of is, but this video isn't aimed at these girls in particular. This is aimed at everybody who goes to cinema and does this. Cinemas now have moments at the beginning of the movie where Tom Hiddleston's voice appears and tells everyone to be quiet, turn off the phones, not talk. And that's a pretty blatant message. They have it up on the screen as well, and for some reason this goes over people's heads and they just keep talking. And this annoyed me so much because I was trying to concentrate on the film and the plot and what was actually going on, but I had these voices continuously chattering next to me. I mean, at points I was totally losing concentration on the film, and then when I did reconcentrate, I didn't even know what was going on. I was thinking, wait, why are they here now? Why aren't they still here? Usually in the cinemas a staff member will come up through the aisles and just kind of with a little checklist I think it is, and kind of tick off if everyone's okay and there's no trouble or blah blah blah. But for some reason nobody did it. Nobody came into this screen to see if anyone was talking or using their phone or there was trouble going on in the cinema. They could easily have chatted and chatted and chatted and had nothing. No consequences whatsoever, because I think if someone had come in and seen this, they would have either told them to be quiet or asked them to leave. That's what I'd have done anyway, and I'm pretty sure they would do it too. It wasn't only me and Alice that were getting annoyed by it though. There was a couple in front of us who kept looking over at these girls and looking at them quite angry and wanting to shut up, so it got to the point where I took it upon myself and asked them to be quiet, at which point they did, for a little bit. But then they continued straight after and just kept talking. No matter how many times I shushed them or how many times we threw them dirty looks, they just kept talking. And it ruined the whole atmosphere of the movie, it ruined the experience of the day, and I left a lot more angry obviously than I went in. Now usually I leave the cinema in quite a happy mood. I've just seen a film that I wanted to go see. I went to pay to go see it. If it's a horror movie I usually leave being a little bit scared, but enjoy my experience. But instead I left the movie feeling annoyed, agitated, irritated, just a lot unhappier than when I went in. And that's not the experience you want when you go to the cinema. You want to go to lose contact to the world you're in. You want to go into a fantasy land, go into a land where anything is possible. That is film for a lot of people. But then there are people who ruin it. people who go in there and are ignorant and don't care that other people are there watching the movie as well. They just want to have a good time with their friends or something, and it's just ignorance. There's no other word for it. If I went into the cinema and was talking to my friends and I realised I was talking to my friends and other people could hear me, I would stop it there. I would think, no, I've paid to see it first of all, and so have these people. Why should I ruin their day as well? And this video isn't obviously just aimed at these girls. They were about 15, so they probably, I'm not saying they didn't know any better, they should know better, but they probably just get carried away a little bit, so I'm not hung up on it. But this is more of a broad point to everybody, because I've been in multiple screenings of multiple films of different genres, and people have done it. If it's comedy, you expect noise, you expect laughter. If it's a horror, you expect screams. If it's an action, you expect oohs and ahs, I suppose. But not talking, not just general chit chat. That ruins everything. If you go to the cinema with your friends, your family, by yourself, whatever, and you've paid for the experience, please don't ruin it. For yourself first and most, and for everyone else. Everyone else is a paying customer as well. You need to remember that. So if you're one of these people, please, I'm begging you, stop. And that's pretty much it for me today, guys. Sorry this video was a little bit of a rant, but I kind of had to get it off my chest. If you agree or disagree with what I've said in the video, be sure to leave it in the comment section down below. I would love to hear your guys' opinions on this topic in particular. Also leave down there any other stuff you want me to rant about within the cinema experience. I am more than happy to do that. Be sure to hit subscribe as well so you never miss another FilmFanatic video. I'll see you next time, guys. Take care. Bad douche.